tonight and next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, just stop the mic up, that's fine.
That's on.
Yeah.
No lights on.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Oh no, that's karaoke. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege for me to stand up here tonight and give the toast to the Lassies. I must admit, I'm a wee bit nervous about it. I'm not one for public speaking. But they say to try and imagine your audience naked. Guernsey, you're sitting kind of close to it. That's no real cause. Anyway, as Alan said, Robert Burns was born the 25th of January, 1759. And for Laura Todd's sake, that's no just before 6 o'clock. Now, I feel I have a bit of a connection with Burns, as his very close friend and travelling companion was called William Nicol, and one of his sons named after him, William Nicol Burns. Now, lassies, Robbie was the type of man that you're all looking for. Believe it or not, he was a yes man, the type that you would all want to marry. He was a yes man on very many different levels. Certainly politically, he was a great advocate for Scottish independence, and we know that from these famous words. What pith and power till thy last hour, I make this declaration, for bought and sold for English gold, such a parcel of rogues in a nation. True words even then. Now when it came to the fairer sex, Robbie always had an eye for the ladies. No so much a eye, but more a aye, I will bump you. And it's fair to say that he would probably have been better known as Bobby rather than Robbie. He fathered 12 children by 4 women in an 11-year period. Take a bit of doing. But he was seriously a fan of the female forum. And when he wasn't on top of it, he would be found thinking about it and writing about it. In fact, he did even claim to know what women really wanted. Now, can any of you boys believe that? Just listen to this now, here's the secret. Come read me dame, come tell me dame, my dame come tell me truly, what length of girth when well caught hame will say a woman duly. The carlin clue her wanton tale say ready. I learnt a song in Allendale, 9-inch will please a lady. Now, well, Laura's smiling, Booty's laughing, and there's a lot of you not looking very pleased. That speaks volumes. Robbie wrote many poems and songs which we're all familiar with. Some of his better known ones include A Fond Kiss, My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose, and A Man's a Man. And of course, Auld Lang Syne, which apart from Happy Birthday to You, is the most performed song the world over. My personal favourite is Green Grow the Rashes O, which begins, there's naught but care on every hand, and every hour that passes O. What signifies the life of man, if it wasn't for the lassies O? Green grow the rashes O, green grow the rashes O. The sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lassies O. Well, he's obviously never been to a Comrie pipe band practice. That's a different story. Our lassies in the band, they're certainly unique as far as I'm concerned, and in my position as pipe major, I'm quite often called upon to listen to their problems or offer advice to the girls. Kind of father figure, if you know what I Well, as recently as New Year, and you'll not believe this, we were downstairs here setting the band up to go and play at the Flambeaus. The door burst open and in comes Louise, the bass drummer. Fires in, pipey, pipey. Look, look. I said, what is it, Louise, what is it? Look. I says, well. This time I was confused. I says, come over here, took her aside. I says, what's happened? What's wrong with you, Louise? She says, can you not see? And that was the moment she ripped off her waistcoat, tore open her blouse, drew her shoulders back and stuck her chest out. She says, can you not see? Well, I was so embarrassed I didn't know where to look. I was like Tyson Fury backed into a corner with two baldy-headed men. I had to do a bit of bobbing and weaving and ducking and diving just to get the road. So I asked Louise, she says, you'll have to explain to me what's happened. She says, well, I've been at the doctor. Oh. She says, I wanted a boob job. I said, a boob job, aye. But she says, the doctor refused to give me one on the NHS. But he did offer me some advice. Oh, I said, and what would that be, Louise? He says, well, 2 or 3 times a day, rub your chest with Andrex toilet paper. She says, Andrex toilet paper, how will that work? The doctor says, I'm bugger if I know, but you've been doing it to your arse for years, look at the size of it.
He's so dead.
Well, you can imagine I didn't know what to say, I was speechless. So that was Louise. But moving on, I mean, there's loads of girls in our pipe band and they're all very welcome. And I've actually written a wee poem for them, the best I could in the style of Robbie Burns, so here we go. It's got no real name yet, but I'm maybe come across that. They seek her there, they seek her there. Will Trudy be at practice? No, 'cause she's washing her hair. While we all play our cornemoos, for Trude's a Thursday means find an excuse. I'm no wheel, I'm working, I've something today. How important it is, I can't get through. But that being said, when a performance is looming, your Trude's is aye there, and her pipes are aye booming. She hates me to death, and I love her to bits. But her attendance at practice gets right on my wick. The band recently took a trip to France. With Trudy on board, I never stood a chance. She snored like a bull and farted like a flea. Then she denied it and blamed it on me. Then there's wee Toddy, who's always around. And if there's a drink involved, she's like the speed of sound. She can batter the tenor or rattle the snare. She never misses band for washing her hair. When she first came to band, she was young, shy and quiet. Now she loves the banter. You couldn't buy it. She calls me names and winds me up, but in her new role as a drum sergeant, she's fairly stepped up. The drum corps are steady, or occasionally even ready. The drummer's call we've waited on for a number of years. She always promises when she's had a few beers. One day we will hear it, but until that day does come, all I can say is to Toddy and Co, a very well done. Now Amanda's my wee pal, and she never nags. She's dead handy in parade for carrying my fags. And Susie, of course, to whom one cannot be rude. For as a job of secretary in QM, she's bloody good. A tenor drummer too, along with young Brooke. She's the one responsible for the way we all look. So Lassies of the band, yin and All us lads certainly love ye all. And those I've no mentioned, please dinna feel sad. For to have ye in the band, we're all certainly glad. We have good crack and play good music all over the land. To us, that's what makes Comrie the best wee pipe band. Now, getting back to Robert Burns,
Who's he?
although he had many women and liked a good time with them, he did genuinely love and respect them. In the song I mentioned earlier, The Green Grow the Lassies, he made reference to the fact that God is in fact a woman. Apprentice hand she tried on man, and then she made the lassies, A bold statement back then. Today we know that it was in fact man that created woman, simply because sheep can't cook. But joking aside, the sentiment was probably correct, and we should all take a lesson from it. We should all respect and in fact worship the lassies. Now, I couldn't finish up without a mention to the fairest lass of all, my darling wife, Laura. We met 18 years ago, and I accidentally bumped into her when I was busting a few moves on the dance floor in Stirling, A bit of body popping I was doing, and I caught her with an elbow. I said, "I'm sorry, my dear." I thought, I'll be like Robbie Burns, he's a smooth kind of fella. I says, "I'm sorry, my dear. If your heart's as soft as your breast, you'll forgive me." I didn't know she was a Burns fan too, and she says to me, "If your thing's as hard as your elbow, I'm in room 24. The Guernsey's sitting there laughing. He was there that night, so he knows the truth. But actually, Andrew was telling me there, he's had a bad day, he's had bad news today. Poor Andy, he's just discovered that the sperm bank are paying people for making donations. He's just realised how much money slipped through his fingers. Anyway, the wife and I were been together since. And just last week she went into the chemist and she said to the chemist, "Tell me, what's the name of that wee pill, that you get over when your husband loses his oomph in the bedroom?" "Oh, Viagra," the chemist said. He says, "I can personally recommend it, madam." She says, "Can you get it over the counter?" "Well," he says, "if I take 4 of them, it'll be pretty close." But I know how to treat women too, and I look after Laura just the same. For her Christmas I bought her a vibrator. She's never stopped moaning since.
He's dead.
But we were lying in bed the other night, and I was feeling a wee bit frisky, and says to Laura, I says, "How's about it, darling?" "Oh," she says, "no, the night I've got women's problems." I says, "Christ, I've got the Farmers Weekly, but I'm not going to read it anyway." Anyway, to sum things up here, we should look after the lassies as they look after us, because they multiply everything you give them. Okay, this is serious now, boys. If you give a woman a sperm, she'll multiply it and give you a baby. If you give her a house, she'll multiply it and give you a home. If you give her affection, she'll multiply it and give you love. If you piss her off, you better look out. But lassies, us boys, we don't know what we would do without you, even if we had the chance. And on that note, I could stand here and blather keek all night, but I can't wait to hear what Louise has got to say. So, gentlemen, please charge your glasses. Be upstanding and join me in a toast to the lassies.
The last one.